Oh, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our Sunday morning Pureland Dharma Assembly. How is everyone today? Anyone has any questions? I noticed that a lot of people in Gulf Force disappeared. I noticed it's like Yunga and a few old-timers. She's back there. So they should be encouraged to ask questions. They've been around for a long time, been to many temples, different types, Vietnam, China, Taiwan, and so forth, Sri Lanka, you name it. So they've been around, they've seen a lot of things. So therefore, we'd love to hear their questions because quite often the questions also help us understand more about their perspectives, different perspective, and benefit from their experience. So you should do that. I mean, the old-timers, feel free to ask questions and ask more often, please. All right. One of the characteristics of our temples is that we encourage a conversation so that we learn from each other. The learning is a two-way street. I'm learning from you as much as you're learning from me. I assure you. Okay, I've been teaching for almost 20 years now, and I learned a lot. Not because of my master's teaching. My master abandoned me when I was when I first got started. And everything I learned, actually half of it, a third of it comes from teaching you and talking to you and learning from you. So I'm always aware of that, cognizant of the fact that it's a two-way street. I owe a lot of my knowledge from talking to you. And amazingly, every week I'm still learning things from you because each of you, newcomers and old-timers, would ask questions and bring out new perspectives, okay, for all of us. So please feel free to ask questions, all right? Some observations. I'm being very patient. My emphasis has always been to build your kung fu. This is what's lacking in Asian Buddhism. The Asian Buddhist disciples, as time goes by, both the monks and nuns and the lay people's kung fu keep decreasing. So one of the things I like to do is reverse that trend. So I've always emphasized building kung fu in both lay people and left home people. And I'm very pleased to see that you've been making progress regularly and steadily, depending on your circumstances, your conditions, and your aspirations. We base our approach on primarily two things to keep it simple for you, Chan and Pureland. Chan is what we need to use, which is, in Buddhism, Chan is the most efficient way to train people. There's nothing better in forms of training. That's why all the patriarchs in Mahayana are Chan experts, okay, from varying degrees. For example, Master Xu Yun is a pretty well-known Chan master, but Master Xinhua, his level is much higher, even though his specialty apparently was in Tantras, not Chan. So that's why some of his Chan teachings don't quite go far enough. But you see, Chan is the basis of the basic techniques for training people. And unless you understand Chan, you will struggle in training people. And that shows because his disciples don't quite understand Chan yet. Again, I'm offending a lot of people, but I have a big mouth. What can I do? So that's why unless you understand Chan, unless you really understand Chan, you can't train people. What does training people mean? It means that your samadhi level increases. Does it increase or not? That's the bottom line. This is America. This is not Asia where we quietly accept our fate and not complain. Okay? In America, we complain. We bitch and moan. I think that's the expression. Okay? It's perfectly okay to complain here in America. It's perfectly okay to criticize here in America. Okay? You criticize everyone because it's freedom of speech. Unlike in some countries where you're not supposed, when you really don't have freedom of speech. Here in America, we're free to express ourselves. Anyway, so Chan is key to training, and Pureland is for long range, for long-term planning. Pureland transcends its lifetime and the future lifetimes. All right? And so I feel that the combination there, since day one, I stressed that. And now the monks and nuns in various cultures, whether it's Korean, whether it's Vietnamese, Chinese, they're also advocating that because it's resonating with a lot of Buddhist disciples. Chan is no excuse. You practice, you're supposed to improve. That's Buddhism. That's Mahayana. And Pureland is that you're supposed to get out of this mess. This is a world of suffering. Why are you so attached to it? If you were simply just to go to the Pureland and take a look, you don't want to come back. I assure you. Whether you're Catholic, whether you're Hindu, whether you're Mormon, go take a look. Go on vacation. Okay? So that's what we do, by the way. Okay? What we do here is, how shall I put it without disappointing too many of you? It's like cut-rate vacations to the Pureland. Okay? Yeah. If you want to get some vacations to the Pureland, you will not find a better deal than this. And that's why don't ever make the mistake of thinking we need you. We're very, very busy, I assure you. Okay? There's a lot of demand for vacations to the Pureland because you should go there and take a look. Okay? And Amitabha Buddha is very open-minded. He says, you don't like it? Leave. You know why? Because before he created the Western Bliss Pureland, he spent kalpas with the help of his Buddha teacher to contemplate all the Buddha lands in the Dharma realm, all of them. And he says, what are the best things about this Pureland, that Pureland, and so forth? And the Western Bliss Pureland is the cumulative advantages of all the Purelands in the universe. So that's why you go there and you take a look, and you don't like it. Good luck to you. You will not find a better place. Okay? So, cheap vacations, folks. Okay. And so I've been patient. I've been patient training you, especially our Sangha, to build up their samadhis. And you didn't do too bad, okay, for a newbie. A trick I've been telling people, but I want to make it repeat again because it's important. First you build samadhi, And then this is where the stage where we have a lot of people who are strong enough now to be up here. And then, you notice what happened today? After the silent sit, her voice changed. Am I the only one who noticed? Yeah? At first, when I first started, the incense praise, okay, and then picked up a little bit better during the Amitabha Buddha Sutra recitation, a little bit better, and then during the circumambulation, it's okay, but it's only after the sit that you can see that her samadhi power manifested itself. Because how did it manifest? A deeper voice, a resonant voice, and what? This is our salient characteristics. You will not find it anywhere else. Unless you go back a few centuries to China. I picked this up from the great Chinese masters. What is it we have that our disciples, I mean the good ones, who go to other temples after being here, they say, what's the matter? What is the matter with these people? They're not doing the ceremonies properly. Whether it's Korean, whether it's Chinese, whether it's Vietnam, whether it's Sri Lanka, you name it. I don't care. What's the difference? You concentrate better and you feel more peaceful. A lot of people would like to come to our temple in the morning, do morning ceremony, and then go to work. They're fully energized for half a day. Some people even, I noticed some people even come here on Sunday morning, participate a little bit, and then take off for work. Okay? Because I know it energizes them and it calms them down. If you have a job that's tough, okay, that's very demanding, you want to calm yourself down. Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do. That's why before you do ceremonies, especially on weekends, meditate for an hour, preferably 2. Okay, because then you're full of energy, and your job as a Weno is to spend that energy to give it to all of us so that by the time you're done with the ceremony, you're drained. That's a job description. You have the energy from your samadhi so that you can waste it on losers in the assembly. How else would they want to come and join us? Because they want to take something for free. I come Sunday morning and say, oh, today I'm going to take some freebies for change. Okay? So you have to understand the Weno must concentrate and build up the chi so that he or she can give it away to the assembly. And you're supposed to get tired after. Okay? Number 2, you need to learn to not just give away, but energize people. Because these people, they suck up your energy. Okay? But you also, by doing that, okay, you also want to energize them and strike up the spirits. So therefore, second part of the Weno is to chant well. so that people like to chant. It excites them, makes it more enjoyable for them. Okay, so that's why I've been very patient. I helped you build the samadhis, but I need the next phase now is I expect you to excel at the actual mechanics, actual skill set, where you chant well, you hit the woodfish well, drum bell well. I'm even hoping that some people would pick up our incense sprays, our Universal Door chapter, and when the part where you hit the drum and bell, and see if they can do better with their Western drums. I'm partial to the Rolling Stones. Okay, so I don't have a set, so take that thing, go to somewhere as a set and do it. And I want to listen to it and see if it makes sense or not. See, because traditionally we use that because it adds samadhi and it makes it very solemn. But I like to shake things up and add and adapt to the times. So I feel that, I like the drums, especially on YouTube. There's lots of nice girls who hit the drum so well. I love it. It's so colorful. Okay? Again, those are just mechanical skills. What we have is samadhi power. We build that first, okay? And we adapt, okay? I'm always adapting, constantly trying to improve things, okay? And maintain the spirit of the Dharma, okay? So I like to hear it. I like to hear if you hit the Western drums set, tum, 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 and so forth, okay? If you can do it better than ours, more solemn and sounds better, okay? I would buy a set and put it here. I don't care. And in the future, I'm willing to use a piano and a violin. Why not? Okay? All right. Anyone has any questions? Yes, 9.
There we are. Thank you, Master. I have a question here from Chun. She says, I remember, let me go and see where we are. He says, I think Master was talking at DTT in regards to the Last Relics exhibit, and that he's going to teach us how to properly receive guests before the next exhibit. So she brought it up and wondered if that's something you could talk to us before the next exhibit.
No, it's marketing. I'm not going to teach you marketing.
Okay.
When I'm supposed to be speaking Dharma.
Okay, thank you, Master.
Okay, I will do it privately.
Okay,
This is Dharma time, not marketing time. All right. And speaking of relics, this is the time for us to have better sense of direction where we're going. As I started this morning, we want to propagate Chan and Pureland. Keep it simple, okay? And therefore, I need people to lead those efforts. So I would like Master Zekzi to lead the efforts of propagating Chan, okay? And he is to form a Thor core meaning that we pick people to be carrying Thor jackhammers, okay, that we unleash upon our opposition. Okay, and so, for example, right now, we have a few people who are qualified to be the Thor core. It's ring, it has a good ring, doesn't it? Thor core. Like Peace Corps, we have a Thor core. And because if demons dare get in our way, we take the hammer and smash them to smithereens. Okay? They should know better. And we welcome them to stop us. It's a challenge, by the way. Try to stop me. Because I smash you. My disciple will smash you. So give it a try, and you see. Okay? And so, for example, in K-Land right now, we have Jungin Sunim, who is hopefully a member of the Thor Corps. Okay? I gave him instructions already to go around and beat on people when appropriate. Okay? But he needs to understand, I think he's sleeping. He needs to understand that the Thor core outside is very, very soft. The enemy, the opposition, doesn't know how strong we are until they butt heads with us. We don't walk around and say, like Mr. Olympia. No, we're very, very soft. And just like you look at a sword, okay? It's just, a piece of steel. It's not until you cross swords with us that you find out how sharp it is, how tough it is, okay? You don't keep on saying, are you scared or not? That's a waste of energy. So that Jung-in doesn't understand. He walks around like I'm Thor. Master called me Thor, Did you know that? No. When I call you Thor, you become so soft, so weak. You walk around, I don't have any energy. I'm so weak. Push me around, please. Okay? So you disguise it. You don't scare people. You don't waste your energy. Okay? So we have a tour, the two tour peoples over there, Jungin Sunim, which has, and then Master XC, both need to learn to disguise themselves. Okay? And so within a year, I will bring Master XC back because I want him to focus more on the Pureland side. He's here. You heard the rumor, haven't you? That he went to play in Asia, Vietnam, and Thailand, and so forth. And he had some heart issues. Okay? And he went back to Vietnam and to have heart surgery. And later he found out that Wan Yin came to him and said, you remember me? Do I look like the doctor who operated on you? I chuckled. I said, wow, Wan Yin has so wonderful ways of reminding me and teaching me that his life is not for relics. Old man, relics cannot save people. I need you to redirect your energy, and the purpose of your life is to serve Pureland. It's not to serve relics, you idiot. So I bring him back within a year so that I put him to be the front man for Pureland until he dies. Okay, so Master Ji will be the front man for Chan, and the old man will be the front man for Pureland, meaning that that position will be open soon. So you boys and girls better hurry up. I don't discriminate. If you're a girl, you like to be the front man, take all the beatings, okay? You're welcome to apply. Okay? If boys, our Sunims want to be the beat up man, you want to apply, but you must be strong enough to be able to take a beating and not run away. Okay? Before you can beat up people, you need to be beaten up and not be scared and not get hurt. All right, so that's those are the plans for the near future. I'll bring him back. And he's goofing off too much. Okay, well, I don't know, maybe put him first and go for us again, and maybe swap later, whatever. Okay, but he will be the punch back for Pureland. Actually, will be the punch back for Chan. Okay? Any questions and comments? We're very busy, folks. We have so much to do. Why? Because if we didn't, who will? That's the sad thing about it. There's no one else who can do it. So this is why you need to understand why we're here. We're here not because we are any good, by the way. We're no good. We're very mediocre. We're here because of the graces of God, of the Buddha and Bodhisattvas who temporarily need us. We're like chess pieces. When they put us, they use us for their purposes. I begin to understand it now. Why we have such a great and wonderful people, both lay people and left home people, is because of the support and secret help from the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And because of our levels, we need to go to carry a heavier burden. That's life. Okay, until we die. All right, so that's why recently we saw messages from Guanyin Bodhisattva who was cavorting with the old monk, playing with him. I listened to the story, his interactions in Thailand, with Guanyin in Vietnam, so forth. I said, it dawned on me. Yeah, that's why it's time to crank it up, to ratchet it up, because we don't have much time left. The old monk doesn't have much time left. We should use him accordingly instead of let him waste his time chasing after relics. Jesus. Okay, relics is never that important. How do we know? Did Master Hsuan need any relics to do his work? Okay, any questions and comments? Okay. If not, then let's take a break and come back in 5-10 minutes for the lunch offering. Thank you, everyone. In Nebraska?
Yeah, we'll be going in a couple months, and I can test it out there.